What if healing isn't pretty, but it's holy? What if the cracked parts of you aren't flaws, but stained glass windows catching the morning light? What if your scars are sacred, not something to be hidden, but honoured like survival tattoos? They said time heals all things, but they didn't warn you about the screaming in the silence, the days you feel like a stranger in your own skin, the nights your body remembers what your mind is trying to forget. Healing is a mess before the masterpiece, the storm before the softness, the shaking hands trying to make a home out of a battlefield. Sometimes healing looks like crying in the grocery store, avoiding mirrors, not answering texts, relapsing into a thought you promised yourself you'd let go. CBT taught me you can't choose the first thought, but you can challenge the second. You can catch the lie before it takes root. You can speak to it. That's just survival talking, not truth. That voice in your head, the one that says you're too broken to be loved, it's not yours. It was planted there by pain, by patterns, by people who didn't love you right. But here's the thing, you get to rewrite it. One gentle, rebellious thought at a time. What if you're not behind? What if you're exactly where your healing needs you to be? What thought do you wake up to every morning? And what would it sound like if compassion had the microphone instead? Try this. Name the thought. Nothing ever works out for me. Ask, is this fact or fear? Fear. Always fear. Ask, what would I tell a friend if they believed this? I'd say, that's not true. Look how far you've come. Replace a lie with the truth, softly, repeatedly. I am safe now. I am enough, even in progress. I don't need to earn rest. I'm not behind, I'm rebuilding. Healing is repetition, not in the hurt, but in the choosing again, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. You don't have to bloom every day. Some days, healing is just staying with yourself, with your breath, with this moment. You don't have to perform progress. You don't need a timeline. You don't need a finished product to be worthy of love. You're already sacred, even in the undoing. Even when the only thing you've done today is survive. Healing isn't linear. It isn't graceful. It isn't glamorous. But healing isn't pretty because it's real. And real is holy. Raw is holy. You are holy. Let this be your altar. Not perfection, but presence. Not certainty, but softness. Not performance, but peace. So if today all you did was breathe, feel, and try again tomorrow, that's enough. That's healing. That's holy.